Do you ever feel like people take advantage of your kindness, like you give and give, but you never receive anything in return? If you ever struggled with saying no or felt guilty for putting yourself first, you are not alone. Setting boundaries is not selfish, but rather it is very essential for your mental well-being. And to this video, I am going to be showing you how to set and maintain strong and healthy boundaries without any form of guilt. What are healthy boundaries? Boundaries are the limits we set to protect our energy, our emotions, and our time. Like they define what is acceptable and what isn't acceptable with us, whether it's been in our relationship, in our family, or in general lifestyle. Why setting boundaries is hard. Many people struggled with boundaries because of, number one, the fear of conflict or rejection. Number two, because of the guilt of saying no. And number three, because of the pressure to always be available. Number four, feeling responsible for others' emotions. But here's the truth. Saying no to what drains you means that you are saying yes to your well-being. And I know that you wouldn't choose chaos over peace. You wouldn't choose war over peace, right? And you wouldn't choose unhealthiness over healthy. So we are setting that boundary. We are 5 steps to set a healthy boundary. Now let's get practical. Here is 5 simple ways to set a healthy boundary. Step 1, identify your limit. This is you knowing what drains you and also being aware of what makes you uncomfortable. This is also you being aware of those moments, right, when you feel this kind of resentment. This is a sign that your boundaries have been crossed and that you should take an immediate effect. Step 2, communicate clearly and confidently. Be very vulnerable. Be very open up when it comes to the things you want to say and how you want it. This is you communicating your feelings without any sense of guilt. This is you saying it the way you want it. Being confident with your speech, not trying to justify your boundaries or not trying to over-explain yourself. This is you not trying to ask a question and then answer it yourself when it has to do with 2 people. You know the feelings of when we are trying to communicate our feelings with our opponent, our friends or families, then when we say something, before we even say it, we are trying to be in the other person's mind, you know, trying to provide a possible answer, and by so doing we are trying to over explain what we want to say in order to give an equal match. I don't think that's very necessary. It is not necessary. Keep your communication short, firm, direct, without any form of over explanation. Step 3, learn to say no without any form of guilt. Learn to say phrases like, no, I'm not available. I need to prioritize my well-being right now. I appreciate you asking, but I can't commit to that. Learn to be straightforward and very short with your communications. Step 4, enforce consequences. If someone always evaluate your boundaries. Example, if you have someone that keeps on to late night calls even when you have made your request, but he or she keeps on evaluating the boundary, either you stop picking or you mute such a person. Step 5, protect your energy and mental space. This is you setting a digital boundary, limiting social media time, and muting toxic people in general. Like no space for toxic people. If you want that this person is taking much from you, is not supporting you, is not adding to you, is not actually impacting or contributing anything to your life, rather is taking away from you, is kind of trying to drain you, making you lose a lot of energy, please mute such people. They are not really needed. Set emotional boundaries. You don't have to absorb other people's problems, right? Just know the limit. You don't always have to make yourself the mediator or the middleman, trying to be that solutions to everybody's problem. It's gonna drain you mentally. Know when to cut it. Choose yourself. This is not selfish, it's a necessity. If you're not gonna choose yourself, who is gonna choose you? You are your self-responsibility. It is your responsibility that you are in a good health, that you are in the right mental state, and that your boundaries are well managed. Okay, we're gonna try a little challenge right now, and that challenge is you are going to be setting, even if it's one boundary in any area of your life, try setting that one boundary that you know is going to benefit you and is going to make you more healthier and protect your mental peace. If you're ready for this challenge, just comment below, I choose me. I struggled with setting boundaries. To even start with, I never knew what boundaries were. I was this free girl that wanted to be this nice girl to everybody. Like, I always see myself going out of my way trying to make everybody feel cool, and I thought by doing all of this I was living the best life, and of course I was just being the right person that is supposed to be. But that was never it, until I began to feel like I was constantly being mixed up. I was constantly being mixed up by friends, by people I love so much, by just people I look up to. I thought where the problem was coming from. I noticed that I have always been the problem because I never had any boundary, and that made people keep on having their way in and out, mixing things up. So when I noticed that this was where my problem was coming from, I began setting boundaries. I understood that my boundary is more like a rule and regulation guiding my life, which I'm not meant to evaluate. And these rules and regulations are there to protect my peace, are there to protect my well-being, are there to keep me in a healthy space. Just imagine a country without rules or regulation. You see that things would be so mixed up in that country. To be honest, it wasn't easy at first, but when I adhered to it, I kept on to it, something magically began to happen in my life. I started feeling more peaceful and more healthier, and my emotions and communications were more clearly stated. So my friend, you too can start yours. I wouldn't tell you that it's a very easy thing to do, but you really need it. Trust me, you need it. Now it is your turn. So what is that one boundary that you are going to state today? Let me know in the comment section. So if this video really helped you, make sure to give this a thumbs up, and don't forget to share this video with someone that you know that really needs to hear this message. And also remember that setting healthy boundaries is not you being mean, but it is an act of self-care, and it's an act of love. Thank you guys, and see you in my next video. Bye.